Hi, I'm Debbie. Hi.
Debbie Labinski, we are your Shine Sisters, and we're so happy to be here today. So we're just going to wait a few moments for everybody to start gathering. And Debbie and I haven't seen each other for 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been busy, hasn't it?
Too long. I miss
I
you.
know. I miss you too, my Shine sister.
I know. So you had Thanksgiving last week.
We did. Got together with family. That was fun. We did something a little different. My youngest son, Logan, and he's been playing Uno a lot. Have you ever heard of that card game?
Yeah, Paulie used to play it with his respite, one of his respite.
It's so fun. And we came across that we have five decks. And then we had one that's Uno flip. So we decided we were going to do, because normally everyone just kind of congregates around the table and then sometimes the conversation goes more adult than kid-like. And even though the kids can go run around. So I was like, I have an idea how to get everyone like excited. So we ended up having an Uno tournament. And then we went and bought a prize. We bought those scratchers that you can win money.
Yeah.
We got that and a big giant Hershey's candy bar. And my mom ended up winning. But it was so fun because we had the brackets and everything. And it was just something that he mostly did the planning. It was like, he was like, well, what are we going to do with all these decks? And I'm like, why don't you have a tournament? And then he is the planner who made it all happen. And then
fun. So were you at your house or were you at your mom's?
We went to my sister's.
Your sisters.
It was all outdoors because obviously we're in Arizona. We're still in the low 90s, 80s. So it just makes sense and she's got a huge gazebo and her kids set up a nice table and stuff. So,
so jelly. It's starting to get cold here. And, I was thinking about you the other day being in the 80s still. I was like, I wish.
You know me as a fashion gal, right? I'm like looking at all my sweatshirts and sweaters and cardigans, and I'm like, I don't think you're going to get worn this year.
No, you don't need them. You're going to be too hot.
I put one on the other day because I just wanted to wear it so bad. And then I started doing a little bit of housework and I was dying of heat. I was so hot. I was like, I can't even go outside to cool off. I'm like, for Pete's sake, Debbie, get a reality check and go put it.
Let's say hi to the ladies. Hi, Lori. Hi, Manette. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Sam.
So good to see you.
Hello. Good afternoon to you too, ladies. We're so happy to have you. Debbie and I love talking to each other, but it's way more fun when we have our bevy of beauties here. And this one is being a big baby. I haven't worn lipstick for I don't know how long. Did you see him? He was smelling it. It's like, what's that? What's that? What's that on your lips?
I love it. I think we have a similar lipstick today. I have a pretty little classic coral.
Yeah, me too.
I think we have similar lips.
He's wearing the orange.
Yeah. Sending kisses to everybody.
Roseanne says, my son's mother-in-law is visiting from Finland and doesn't even get this warm in the summertime over there. She does not want to go home. Oh. Wow, you guys are really hot, huh?
Yeah, it was 93 yesterday.
So can you guys still go in the pool then?
No, because it gets so chilly in the evening. Like it gets down to 60s, high 50s in the evening. So then it just makes it so we have a hot tub that we use. And so we just lower the temp a little bit. So then we have a medium. So it's more like 98. So
such a rough life.
I know. We got that hot tub. It was, I love a good deal. I don't know about you ladies, but I love a good deal. And we have this thing called Swip Swap here in Anthem. And this person went through a divorce. They were selling their house and the woman needed to get rid of this almost newer hot tub. And she was giving it away for such a steal. And all we had to do was get it moved. And we happened to know a electrician at the time, and so everything just aligned, you know.
Oh,
So that's how we got it, because it would have been way more expensive, not in our budget, but we've had a fun
lovely.
time. Yeah.
Lovely. Well, I'm happy to be with you
Thank
today. When Debbie and I just messaged really fast the other day, we decided to bring magical mermaids and dolphins today, and we brought our dollies.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Debbie didn't know that I had this little mermaid, and they're mermaid
Yeah.
sisters. Aren't they
Mine
cute?
was I've been organizing my room, and mine was in a basket. So
Oh,
she's had a rough hair day.
yeah.
Juliana is so beautiful.
Isn't she? Well, because I bought her at the Looney store, which wasn't a Looney. She was $15, but she's so cute. I was like, look, and
They're
let's keep
so
it fun.
cute.
And, you know, this week we decided to keep it just fun and light and allow everybody to have a few minutes of fun. Because you know what? It's all well and good to share our sorrows, but let's share celebrations. Let's share happiness. You know, yesterday, big hit from my team to choose happy. And it's really funny, you know, Deb. Last night I said to my son, we got freezing ice last night. And this is how strong my intuition is getting. I said, is the car okay? And he said, yeah, it's fine. So this morning, I get this call from the insurance, and the woman goes, hello, Mrs. Mello. Yeah, this is your insurance. And I'm like, oh, frigada. So anyways, thank Jesus, Polly only hit a guy's trailer hitch. So the other car is fine, but ours, of course, the bumper is smucked. So he just went to the see about it. So anyways, that's how strong my intuition. I almost
Good job.
freaked myself out.
I
But
know,
he
right?
lied to me. He didn't tell me. And because his name is the same as my husband, they called my husband at work, and he called me and he goes, did you hear? I said, yes, I heard. They called me. So I don't know.
Learn those sons will need to listen to their mamas.
And I said to him, what happened? He said he swerved so that he wouldn't hit a bunny.
Oh,
You can't get mad. I understood, and he slid into this. Thank God. I said to Archangel Michael, like, I'd been praying all day. So I got another one of those, you know, would have been a lot worse if you hadn't have asked me. Because I even said to him right when he left, you know, call on Archangel Michael. And he said, I did that last night. And I was like, see, I mean, we never know what the lessons are, and to continue to ask. So yeah, I'm glad he's okay.
yes.
And the whole premise of me sharing this is to trust your intuition.
Absolutely. You know, it's really funny. I just posted this. You said about happy. Let me find it real quick, because I literally just posted it.
Yeah.
I felt guided to post it like 5 minutes before we came on. And I find it so interesting that you just mentioned it. So it's a cute little saying. It says, if you have the power to make someone happy, do it. The world needs more of that. And it was in rainbow colors. I don't know if you guys can see. But yeah, it was in rainbow colors. And I was like, oh my gosh, me and Giuliana are always on the same page when it comes to that feeling, right? We're that happy. Let's just bring joy.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. This has been, you know, I think that, yes, it's a choice, and I'm choose happy. And that doesn't mean that, you know, like, life happens. Like, I could have been super cranky.
Yeah.
And I just thought, Julie, stay in today. That was the other message yesterday, was about presence, being present. Yeah. And I thought, you know what? Today, the insurance isn't going up. Today, we're not being cut off. So just stay in today. You know, when that day comes, if it comes, then we'll deal with it then. Right now, just stay in today.
Yeah.
And so that's why.
Okay, everything is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to choose happy, and you chose orange.
Which I chose orange because sacral, because I was like, oh, I'm still working on that whole, you know, solar is power, but sacral is also creativity and harnessing that creative power within you. And I am working on all those 3 lower chakras in creating boundaries, standing in my truth, feeling safe in my own body, in my own life. And so that's what I thought. You know what? I'm still gonna. I said to him, I gotta go. I gotta get ready because Debbie and I are doing our show. So
I love that you wore orange, and I decided to wear yellow
and blue protection.
Yeah. So I mean, you so far in the conversation, you've brought up the sacrals, right, or the chakras, and Archangel Michael. And you and I intuitively came here representing those areas that we're both probably similarly working on that in our lives.
We are, right?
That we're doing that, but just so in sync. So I'm wondering,
hi, Justin.
Here. Oh, excuse me.
And you know what, Deb? Like, I really thought everything is figure outable. You know, right now, it might, like, because the kid is on my insurance and I have such a good driving record, I don't want to ruin that. And it just seems like even my husband said, well, shit happens. And I was like, that wasn't what you were saying last night when you were losing your mind about the kid. And now today you're like, oh, all is well. And I'm like, okay, you know what?
That's why every day is a new day.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It exists because if we keep holding on to last night or the day before, then we don't allow the new day to really shine brighter for us. So, yeah.
He has a crown, Deb.
Mine too.
I just noticed it. It's so cute. A heart crown. I love it.
How do you get your stuff? You just know your camera so well. I have a hard time getting things. But isn't that funny, guys? Who knew that Jules and I'm sure y'all knew that her and I would have mermaids.
No,
and neither
we didn't even know each other had them.
No. Just like, you showed me yours, and I go, oh my gosh, I have one too. Let me go get her.
So shall we pull a few cards?
Yes, let's.
Want to pull 2 each?
Sure, let's do it.
You go first.
Okay, I'll start shuffling. Everybody set your intentions. What messages do y'all need to hear from the mermaids and dolphin and angels? I love that. How many people do we have here today?
9. So how about, Debbie, you do 1 and 3 and I do 2 and 4. Perfect. And so whatever number is resonating with you guys, if you want to join us by putting your number in the comments, or you can claim all the cards. Let's play today. Let's keep it light and mermaidy. Oh, that's okay. That's card number 2. Oh, and that's card number 4.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I got goosies.
Oh my gosh. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. I get so excited. So the first card is yes. Your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. You were talking about that.
I know, those cheeky mermaids.
That's card number 1. So if somebody's asking a question, setting an intention, wondering what's coming next, if you've been, I don't know, just whatever scenario that you needed that affirmative answer from the mermaids, they're saying, trust your intuition. It's correct. Go ahead and take action. Woohoo!
Oh, I love that. I love that validation for my hit that I got last night, cheeky kid. So your card number 2 is pay attention. I love this because this is the thing. When I see a pay attention, it means, are you being present, like Debbie and I were just saying, in today? Are you noticing your surroundings and what's going on in your life, in your family, in the world? Pay attention because your team is with you. So your team could be, Debbie and I are God girls. So God, universe, source, creator, our angels, our guides, our loved ones in spirit. And you can ask in archangels, goddesses, mermaids, dolphins, unicorns, fairies, whatever, leprechauns, dragons, whatever you believe in, invite them in. Pay attention to the signs that you're getting because they want to support you. This card says, notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance as this can yield valuable information. So just like last night, I was in tune enough I was picking up on energy, and I had said to my kid, "Did you have an accident?" And of course, he's scared, so he says no. And then, I mean, I always end up finding out anyways. And I am glad he's okay. And I know that, that is what's important. That's
Yeah.
what's important. So pay attention. Your team wants to support you. You'll see this beautiful mermaid and dolphin is there. It's like you'll see the dolphins are swimming around. That's how our team is. They're around us. Even if we feel like we're drowning, pay attention to all the signs around you, because that's what's going to help you out. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And make sure you're asking for them to be around, because they may be around, but we all have free will, right?
Exactly.
So they can be sitting there and idle, waiting for us to ask, because they aren't just going to do it. Unless, I think what they say is, if it's an emergency or if it's life and death, then they'll step in. If it's not our time to go, is what I've heard. So not sure if that's 100% true, but I feel like it is, so I'm going with it.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Right? I mean, you have to, again, trusting your intuition. What feels correct to you? So if you picked card number 3, again, it's ready, set, go. And I love how she is just diving in, right? She's holding on. She's looking forward. So, because whenever you're looking at a card, you want to look at all the symbolism that's in there, and they're going forward. So they're heading in, but then they're also going down, and they're just get ready, right? When you're ready, what do? You put your hands at, what is it on the steering wheel, 3 and 5 or whatever. Put your head down and away you go. And then whatever starts coming towards you, you're ready. You are prepared. So that's what they're letting you know, is that just go in, take that dive. You are ready to go. Don't procrastinate. Really focus on what you desire, what you want, and take that leap of faith. That's what I hear. And it says, now is the perfect moment to dive in, embrace your heart's desire. So I didn't read that, but I got all the words there, because again,
exactly,
our intuition.
So dear Bridget just joined us. Bridget, it's cards number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Debbie was just showing us card number 3. We will recap in a moment. Yeah, because she said she missed the card numbers. So no problem. Card number 4, you're being helped. I love that this is our last card of the day, because the truth of the matter is, even when, like, with this situation with my kid, when I said to Archangel Michael, where were you? And I heard, well, it could have been a lot worse. Like, there are blessings. He hit the truck, but he hit the trailer hitch. So the truck was fine. When he went to the door to tell the guy, I hit your truck, he's like, he didn't give up 2 hoots and wouldn't give the kid his information. So I said, like, he doesn't care. There's going to be no energy from there. And I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Because, you need to count the blessings and really be open to receiving the help that is coming your way. You are being helped. But like Debbie said, the caveat is to always ask, because of divine free will. You need to ask, and to be assured that you are being helped. Maybe you're a prayer like me. I pray and then I listen in for my guidance, and I sit in the knowing, in the trusting, in the allowing that I am being helped on many different levels. This is the thing. As humans, we all have our lessons, and so not everything is going to be easy, and we can choose to see the blessings in everything or not. Now, this card says heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. And this is why, off the top, when Debbie and I were talking about being present, this is where our power is. It's in today, in this moment. Just concentrate on today, because you haven't gotten to tomorrow yet. Tomorrow isn't promised. We might not even get there. I mean, I hope that we are. However, know that heaven has a divine plan for all of us. So your job is to know that you're being helped, continue to ask, and believe that you are deserving of it. Totally. So that's card number 4.
I love that Sam said they're visiting a family and then it's 222 where they're at. So it's so cool.
Oh, Sam, you are such a sweetheart. Thank you. I wish you a peaceful weekend too. That is my word. One of my words for 2022 is peace. Because when I get ungrounded with these men that I live with, I always cry out to God, all I want is peace.
Yeah.
Peace in my heart, peace in my mind, my body, my home, my life, my relationships.
Yeah.
And so peace is one of my words that I claimed for 2022.
I haven't done that yet. I'm going to do my word soon. Just waiting to get the feel, that intuitive hit that it's correct.
Did you do your vision board?
I have not. I haven't focused on that. I'm reorganizing a lot of stuff in my house and been really focused on decluttering and removing. And so I'm a person that needs to, it's a big project.
Excuse me.
Yeah, vision board.
But you have lots of time. I just
probably
did mine
do a small one this year because it's funny. When I was decluttering, I was moving things, I came across an old vision board. And so I'm going to sit down and I'm going to look through that again and just kind of overlook it and see, because it was a couple of years ago. I'm going to see, well, what came true, and then what do I need to transfer over? Because are my goals still the same? So I'm looking forward to that process. But
nice,
I really, really enjoy.
So, do you want to show your cards again so that Donna
so
can
I'm
see
1 and 3. So number 1 is yes.
Yes.
Your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. Yes.
And card number 2 is pay attention. Pay attention to all those signs that the divine are bringing you.
And then card number 3 is ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desires.
And card number 4, you're being helped. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. I'm open to receiving it. Sometimes I just feel like, there's all days, or there are some days where I'm sure all of us just feel like you want to just throw your arms in the air and say, hell with it.
Yeah.
But heaven is helping us.
And you say, I don't care.
Be like a mermaid. Hair in the air, and I don't care.
I never do it on camera. I got to figure out my camera situation. Look at this raggedy little hair. I'm like, okay, you are going to the salon today. Now, come out of that.
I have an angel like that. Today. I was like, oh my goddess, her hair needs care.
This is actually what my hair looked like when I was a little girl. When my mom didn't brush it, because I had very long hair and my mom liked to brush it and everything was perfect. If it wasn't perfect, it went in ponytails or it went into braids. Where when I was 15, learned, I don't know, it was in the 80s, right? So teasing hair was cool, right? So it drove my mom crazy because I would tease my hair. It was so messy. And then you aquanet the crud out of it. So this is kind of me at about 15. This was really probably what I look like to so cute. But I felt so hot. So that's all that mattered. I love it. I remember her always wanting to fix it. Fix your hair. I go, Mom, do you know how long it took me to get those teas?
I know, right? I don't know. It's a different time for sure. Like, I'm just happy to have hairs on my head after the summer that I had. Yeah. I'm just like, thank you.
I think my mom likes my hair now, though. It's still, normally it's much higher. I didn't do a whole lot with it today. But normally I have much higher, much more curled. You guys have seen.
Beautiful. Well, I just thought, it's the new moon too. So I looked up healing energy tools because they always have nice posts.
They do.
And it says it's the new moon, total solar eclipse in 12 degrees of Sagittarius when the sun and the moon align and the south node of the moon is activated. This is a time of healing and release as we are working with the South Node karmic energy. Old beliefs about ourselves and lives can now be faced and released to invite new energy. Meditation and rituals are very potent at this eclipse season. So it's officially tomorrow, December the 4th. However, anybody that follow us know that we teach 3 days before, day of, 3 days after.
Yeah.
So we're in that energy. You might be feeling 10 sides of crazy. And that's even when the insurance woman called me. I said to her, you know, I used to work in health information management, and especially when I did inpatient or emerge, we'd get so many patients in with domestic violence, you know, and accidents, car accidents, falling, like all kinds of things that we call crazy. And forgive me, I know that isn't a nice thing, but we would all know when the moons were, because we would get an increase in patients in through emerge. So anyways, I was like, oh yeah, it's starting. That's why I'm very mindful.
Intention is everything, right? Because if you know it's coming, it's kind of like when you're going over to meet with family and you don't get along with every single person. You can't go in there expecting the worst and then think it's not going to be cruddy, right? So you got to go in with a new intention. What are you bringing to the table? And so that's what I do with the full moon. Yeah, the moon and I, you know, mostly I think it affects women, I believe, a lot more because of our cycles and stuff. And I believe, you know, the mermaids are really in touch with that as well. So I love that word.
Because they live in water, right?
Right.
Because water is that emotion element.
Is affected by the moon cycles. So I love that everything is kind of intertwined, that that we're talking about that today. But intention, focus on writing what you want to release. So then you're more focused on what you're releasing instead of the crazy.
Right. You know? Right. And I think that I only mentioned the crazy to bring into your awareness of moon cycles. And if you're noticing, if you're in that awareness of what's going on around me, and, you know, recognizing what's yours and what's somebody else's, right? And then what's your team, your angelic team helping you with? What signs are they bringing you? That's why, you know, the pay attention. Really, these cards are very valuable for all of us. You know, pay attention to what's going on around you, in the world, and then know that heaven is helping you. Like, we're not by ourselves. We may feel like it sometimes, and to remember to ask. And this week we decided to ask the fun little mermaids, because aren't they cute? And I mean,
so cute.
It brings so much. Like, I almost want to go see if I can find a mermaid movie on, because it's so fun. And the boys don't, you know, I live with boys. So, and so does Deb. Yes. That's why, you know, it's nice to have a girlfriend that you can share these experiences with, because the truth of the matter is, it's up to us to infuse love, light, and joy into each day. Debbie is the joyful angel intuitive, and I like to consider myself, well, we're both faith-filled, joy-filled angel intuitives. And so we like to infuse that energy, because life is short. I don't know if you know this, Debbie. You didn't come to this particular retreat, but you might have known her. Did you know Jennifer Hammond?
No. She
passed away. She went in November the 15th for a knee replacement, contracted COVID in hospital, and passed away on Tuesday. Laura Lee was here for tea. I was telling her, my friend Jen got COVID. I wonder how she's doing. I should check. And so I went to her page to check, and all these people were posting rest in peace. I was so shocked.
Heartbreaking.
And her husband has COVID too. And I don't know how he's doing, but 15 days. And so that just gave me pause. I was like, I said to my husband, we need to pay attention.
Yeah.
And we need to ask for help from these divine team for health, for joy.
Trust your intuition.
Yeah.
Right? If you're feeling like it's not correct for you to go into public settings, if you need to get more exercise, if you're hearing signs, about taking certain vitamins or supplements or changing your diet. Those are all factors, right? Because our body is chemistry, right? It's all energy. And what
Exactly.
we put in is what's going to support us at any time, whether
No,
it's
that's why joy is so important,
joy, right? And if
right?
you can at least infuse something that creates that joyful feeling in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. I mean, because it's all of it, right? We need to make sure
Yes.
we have all of it, and it doesn't always have to be perfectly balanced, but it's do the best that you can, right? And I
Right.
mean, if you can choose to, I don't know, make an organic smoothie or something,
Hmm.
write a love letter to somebody that, maybe you just didn't get along with the last time you saw them, and you send them a little love letter, right? That, because what that does is it brings joy. You get in touch with your heart chakra, which is where our intuition lives. And then it also will either infuse joy to you and to the other person. So just little thoughts to,
Yeah, well, and that's why it's so important to be in the present, because if we worry about tomorrow, that worry energy brings down our immunity.
totally.
And we want to fortify our immunity right now. And why worry about tomorrow when tomorrow hasn't come? And continue to ask your team, to support you in whatever you're walking through.
Yeah.
That's how affirmations help support. And that's why I love the angels. And that's why we thought, let's do something fun today.
Well, water
Let's,
is healing too. And I love that you chose the mermaids and dolphins today for us, because water, whether you can take a nice bath for yourself or take a shower. I'm a shower person. I believe you're a bath person.
I
And then,
am.
just doing something kind for yourself is huge. And then just bringing water into your daily life really is extremely healing.
Yeah. What I'm hearing, Debbie, is cleansing with water. Like Debbie said, or I don't know, wherever it came up, emotions are water, but also cleansing. You want to make sure that you're keeping your body, your mind, drinking water, cleansing with water. Water is so important.
Yeah.
Thank you, mermaids. Like, water is way more important than people think.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of times people feel hungry, but really they're dehydrated. I mean, for every cup of coffee, you need to drink 2 cups of water because, you want to flush that caffeine out. But I still need a coffee a day, a little one, but I still like to have a coffee. And I'm drinking them black again because I don't know if milk is, even the milk with the lactose, and like the lactose free enzyme. I don't know. I think I need to get off milk again.
Yeah, I had my allergies and stuff, and that came up for me too, because I was sometimes when you do a little much, it overwhelms the body, right?
Yeah,
And
well, this holistic nutritionist said, Julie, try to get off gluten and dairy. And I was like, oh my God, like I love bread. I mean, I could live without cheese and milk and dairy. I mean, because there's so many beautiful, there's soy alternatives and there's almond and the coconut yogurts
I
and
had an
things like
oat milk coffee the other day. It
that.
was amazing.
You liked it? I didn't like the oat
Oh,
milk.
well, I think because they had cinnamon sugar in there. They have I don't know if it's cinnamon sugar, but they had cinnamon and oat milk, and anyways, whatever they
It was
made,
good.
I forget, it was amazing. I love it. They called it the French toast coffee. It was so delicious.
Oh,
It was really good.
I,
Yep.
I think it depends who makes it too, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we kind of went off on a diversion, but
You know,
I
and,
trust what I'm
this is
getting.
how it works, people. We talk
Yeah.
about one thing and
So
then
any
talk about
questions,
another.
anybody? Hi, Kim. I'm happy you happened on us too.
I am
Hi,
too.
Bridget. I hope that you have a lovely, relaxing, peaceful weekend too. Thank you. And yes, Lori, listen to your body. Did I ever learn that the hard way this year?
Yeah.
I never be so happy to have an end of a year with my lovely White Tara, who's all about listen to your body, Goddess White Tara. I have her on my vision board and on my calendar in the kitchen. And I was like, isn't any wonder what I went through this year. So trusting
Yeah.
is my another word for 2022. trusting the divine, trusting my intuition, trusting the process, trusting all these angels and guides and goddesses to help me get through 2022.
Yeah, I love it. I love everything that we're talking about today. The mermaids. It's so funny. I'm reading. I was sitting in my room and I've got this long bookshelf of 2 shelves, right? Books, just long rows of them. And I just sit down in my reading chair and I just leaned back and I was like, angels, help me pick out a book that I need to read. I need to get back into reading. I was getting too infused with my phone. And the book that I pulled is an old one by Doreen Virtue. It's from 2008 or 2003 called Goddesses and Angels.
I don't have that one.
It's so good. Boy, has she changed a lot. Oh my Lord. But it's all different stories of her adventures that she's taken in some of the places. And I know one of your favorite places is in Paris at the Lourdes Well. Right?
Lourdes. Yeah,
Lourdes Well.
Yeah, I don't have
and
that one.
Bridget's Well and stuff. So it's really good. So I'm sure you could get it really expensive.
Which book is that?
Let me show you.
Okay, yeah.
I have it right here because I'm almost done, but I've started it and I've finished it so many times. But I'm gonna finish it this
week. I don't have that one.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's very old. I believe I got it. I bought it at Sunlight Alliance. It was probably something I bought in the very beginning. But the cards that she had at that time, or that she was highlighting,
the goddess cards. And which is the other one?
The mermaids and dolphins.
Oh,
so yeah, I'm currently reading about more messages and how she was receiving more messages and signs about water.
Oh, Donna.
That's the page I happen to be on right now. So isn't that funny that there's no accident? I think thank you for bringing this up, because I feel like I've been taking a couple days off from reading it and I'm getting distracted again.
Teach us with it. Teach us on the page.
You want me to read just the page that I'm on?
No, in the group, like when you get something, maybe teach us something.
Yeah,
because we're all about all these different energies, and so maybe there's little snippets that you want to share there. Because we got a question. This will be the first time without Mom. It's from Donna. Her birthday is December the 4th, so tomorrow. How to move forward without her?
You want me to say something? Okay. So you're not without her, is what I'm hearing. You're not. And I feel like what I'm hearing, I don't know if you know, Donna, that I have mediumship abilities. And so what I just literally heard from your mother, and she just showed up, she sits on the right side of you. So I don't know. It's interesting because I believe usually, like in mediumship, when I was taught the different skills and stuff and techniques, mother energy is usually on your left side, but for some reason she likes to sit on your right side. And it's not that she's showing up here, she's sitting next to you on your right side. And I don't know if it's like a sofa that you like to sit on, or there was a sofa that she liked to sit on, but she's there and she's sitting with you. And I don't know if you guys used to knit or anything like that, but I feel like if you do knit, or if it's something that you're needing to find something to busy yourself with, that might be something to start to do, so you can connect and feel that connection again, especially tomorrow, right? Because that's ultimately what we all want when we lose a loved one, is we feel like, oh my gosh, I've lost that connection. But you never lose that connection. There's that book that Giuliana shares quite often, Love Never Dies, right? Sunny Dawn Johnson wrote a book. So many authors write about that. Spirit never dies. I'm just going to say, one of my favorite authors and speakers, if you want to hear more about how Spirit Doesn't Die and Love Never Dies, Anita Morjani is so eloquent in the way that she speaks about what's really happening with them on the other side. And when I listen to her, what it happens, because I've lost loved ones before as well, and it's a celebration over there for them, and she just talks about what Spirit's doing. But anyways, back to the two of you. Pay attention to where you're sitting in on your right side, because that's where she likes to frequently sit. And she talks to you, and I feel like, she'll tap you on the shoulder just to get your attention, and then you'll think that you're making it up in your head, but you're not. You really, I get a feeling, Donna, that you are actually quite intuitive and quite connected. So I hope that brings you a little bit of peace, knowing that you're not moving forward without her. You're moving forward with her in a different way, just in spirit. So now she has more ability to help you in a different way.
Thank you so much. And the other thing, Donna, is, we talked about presence. Sunny Dawn Johnston, one of our spiritual teachers, often taught us, not to focus on their absence, because when you do that, you cannot feel their presence. And just like we were saying, to ask your team ask your loved ones to draw near, to, bring you a sign that you understand, and then listen through your intuition, hearing, feeling, seeing, and knowing. Laura Lee says, Donna, you could also honor your mom with a small ritual. For example, if you and your mom enjoyed a cup of afternoon tea, you could make 2 cups and light a candle and share your favorite memory of tea with her. Lori, that is absolutely beautiful. I have goddess bumps. That is beautiful ritual. I'm absolutely feeling that would be amazing. And then, this book, I didn't know, but this is a great resource for, Sunny's talk to thousands and thousands of deceased loved ones. And if you ever want a reading, Debbie can do a reading for you. You saw just her minute mediumship there, and she's powerful. So, you can connect in many different ways. I love that ritual because I know how powerful they are. You set the intention, you ask for them to draw near, and then you allow yourself to feel it, hear it, see it, and know it, and believe it.
Yeah. And Donna, your mom showed up fast. So she is a pro at this. So really ask her to show you some pretty big signs. Really open to it, right? You got to be really open to it and allow yourself to see the signs and to feel the signs. Because I get a feeling that you're a big feeler. So
I feel that you feel. Yeah.
I feel that you have too, like me.
Yeah, that's the thing. Love never ends. Love never dies. And I'm so grateful that we've learned how to not only witness, but to be open to the signs that Spirit communicates with us. And you'll know, because it's loving. You know your mother's energy. You'll know if it's her or if it's one of your other team. And if it doesn't feel good, then you know that it's not her.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful. Yeah. So any last words, my sister?
No, I've just had such a great time today.
I know. I think that's what we should do. I mean, moving forward in 2022, I think, we're going to come back on the 17th before Christmas, and then we'll be back in the new year. And after the 17th, Debbie and I will talk about our intention for 2022, but this felt really good.
Yeah.
So I think, anyways, Debbie and I will chat, and we're looking forward to 2022, right, Debbie? Like doing our Shine Sisters and sharing love and light out in the world. And I think that we need to infuse more play, because not a lot of people do that. And I think maybe we could fit that void. And I see the need. I mean, look at how fun it was just bringing my little mermaid that was reminding me to take a nap today.
Yes.
I'm feeling it. I'm just feeling like my third eye is buzzing. And I'm going to be truthful with you guys. I'm still focusing on the hits. The fact that I knew last night or was in that energy and I didn't feel foreboding. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful that I am learning to trust. And like Debbie, like you guys are not, it's not too late. It's never too late to do a vision board or a vision journal or even a vision jar. You know, you don't have to put things. I have no thing on my vision board this year. I have all, I can, is it okay if I show you?
Yeah.
So I did mine. I did it a few weeks ago because I had a class the other night. So I always put me in the middle because that's your seed of creation with the divine. And then the goddess that I got for this year is Abundancia. So she's prosperity. I put her in the prosperity corner, and she's also trust. So that's one of my words. And then I asked Archangel Gabriel to help me because I speak so much, to speak my truth with love, talking, being an inspiration, 365 days of self-love, because I need to deepen that in myself. Smile, happy looks good on you. That's how we started today, choosing happy. Happy New Year. I did like a big ass Happy New Year because I want 2022. My hope is that it's better for all of us.
Well,
because
22
that's where
is such an amazing number.
Right? It
And
is.
it's, in numerology, it's what? Because the 0 doesn't add up to anything. So it's 222. So who said that? I think Bridget said it earlier, right? About 222, where she was at earlier. And I think that's a number that frequently shows up. So I truly believe that next year is going to be a fantastic year.
222. And in the angel world, it's answered prayers.
Yeah.
You know, like stay positive. Your prayers are being answered. And then in the corner, I put, Lord, let them see you in me. That is my greatest intention, is to allow God, allow God to use me to see others, or to see him in me. And then I have Archangel Michael because I need him every moment of every day. And then all my other words, just sunny days.
Oh, fun.
Sunny days. I want sunny days. Like I want sunshine in my life. Being yourself, because who you are is good enough. Never give up. And then all these words, good vibes, smile, girl power, hello sunshine, love you. Just all good words. And Archangel Michael down here. So yeah, it's all how I want to feel.
I love it. I love that you have a sparkly poster board.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's fun.
So, Debbie and I are here to be of service.
Creation journal.
Beautiful.
So I've shown that to you guys before, where I write every night what I'm looking forward to the next day. So I'm always in the future. So last night I wrote about today and what I'm excited about, what I'm grateful for. If I know that I'm meeting Giuliana and I get to meet, and I'm grateful that our message gets to be heard by so many wonderful people, and that people's ears are ready to hear what we have to say. So I like to write those things as they've already happened, so that I'm creating my next day. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Beautiful. Donna, we're so sorry for your loss. I know how hard it is. That's the thing. This year, on January the 1st, my father-in-law passed away. On October the 12th, my step-grandma passed away. 2 of my husband's colleagues passed away. My girlfriend, Kate. Now, Jen. I didn't know Jen deeply, but we had shared space in a retreat, and she was one of those that we would, always comment on each other's posts. And I feel like I knew her deeply. She was more than just someone that I casually met. You know how you make those deep connections. And I'm going to miss her in physical. She loved wearing lipstick like I did. And it's interesting. When I told Jody, because she lived in Fargo, North Dakota, Jody posted that, Jody used to trigger Jen. And I thought, oh, wow, can I, I could relate to that, because when you're healing, we all trigger each other. Who hasn't been there? Right, Laura?
And that happens. That happens at retreats, right? We're there to bring out, like we tend to trigger things in people when we're around, and so. But it's if you can look at it as an opportunity, it's an opportunity
to heal.
Yeah,
to heal those triggers, those buttons, right? That whatever they are. So anyways, we look forward to 2022, but we will be back on December the 17th to close out this year and infuse some love, light, and joy in your day. And, you know, reminding all of us to shine our lights, because that's what we need more of.
Absolutely.
So thank you all for joining us today. And if you have any questions, we'll check out the comments even later on, but be sure Debbie's reading that great book. So hopefully she'll send us nuggets in the group.
I will.
Shine Sisters with Debbie Labinski and Giuliana Melo. Make sure you're following us over there. I am streaming out to my own pages today too. And, you know, join Debbie. What's your group, Deb?
Oh my gosh. I think I have it as Debbie Labinski Community.
Okay. So join Debbie in community as well. And we'll see you again next time, everybody. Any last words, Deb?
It's Debbie Labinski Community of Joyful Living is where my group is. So Debbie Labinski Community of Joyful Living. That is ultimately my goal. It doesn't always happen, but that's our goal, right? Is to live a joyful life in any way that we can.
Do our best, doing our best. And remember, community builds immunity. So we hope that you'll hang out with us on our page and let's all heal a little bit more together. Love to all of you. See you again next time, everybody. Thank you, my dear, beautiful Debbie.
I love you.
Bye, everybody.
Love you all. Take care.
Bye.